Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Emily, and on this channel I share sewing tutorials and pattern making. So today I'm going to be showing you how to use the pattern we made in our previous video to cut and make a palazzo pant. So I'm going to be using these two fabrics for this tutorial. I'm going to use one fabric for one leg of the palazzo pant and the other fabric for the second leg of the pant. So I've put my fabrics together. I've put my fabric right sides facing each other, okay, and I'm going to place my pattern paper on it like this. So I'm going to fold about 2 inches in like so, because that is going to serve as the waistband of this pant, okay. So I'm just going to cut it out, leaving about half an inch seam allowance on the upper part to attach the waistband to the lower part. So I have cut out all my patterns, and this is the pocket facing and the waistband. So for the pocket facing, I cut 2 using the 2 different fabrics, okay. I cut 2. For the pocket as well, I cut 2 patterns, and for the waistband on fold, I also cut 2. One for the waistband and one for the waistband facing, okay. So this is what I did. So for the pockets and the pocket facing, I added half an inch seam allowance on the upper part to join this to the waistband of the pattern. For the waistband, I already added my half an inch seam allowance, so I didn't add again. Just on the pocket and the pocket facing, I left half an inch. So I'm going to show you the other patterns. So this is the front panel, okay. I have 2 like this. Like I said, I'll use one of this for one leg and the other one for the other leg. So what I did before removing my pattern, I transferred my darts on the pattern like this. So I've marked out my dart. What I want to do is to go ahead and take it to the sewing machine and sew in my dart on the 2 sides. So after doing that, I'm going to stitch on the crotch with half an inch seam allowance, okay. So after stitching that, this is what I have. The dart is sewn in, and the crotch is also stitched together like this. So next I'm going to grab the pocket, okay. So I'm going to place the pocket on the pocket opening. Place the pocket right sides facing the trouser pant, the trouser pattern, I mean. So I put it right sides facing like this, and I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and sew on half an inch seam allowance like this, okay. After doing that, I'm going to notch and then flip it over and iron it like so. I'm as well doing the same thing to the other pockets, all right. Okay, so after stitching it, this is what I have. The 2 pockets have been attached to the pant like this. So this is what I have. So here is the half an inch seam allowance. What I want to do next is to notch around the pocket side, so that when I flip it to the other side, it will lie very nice and flat. So I'm just going to notch all around it like so. So you see it's already flat even without ironing. You can see how flat it is. So I'm going to do the same to the other pockets, the other side of the pocket, just like this. So this is what I have now. What I did was to give it a good press. You can see how beautiful it's looking. All right. So next, I'm going to grab the pocket facing. I'm going to flip my pant to the back side like this, and I'm going to grab the pocket facing. I'm going to place it on the pocket like this, okay. And then I'm going to attach it, like stitch the 2 of them together. Note that I'm stitching the pocket facing and the pocket together, not to the main pant pattern. Okay, so I'm going to also do that to the other side of the pocket, and then I'll show you what I have. So this is what I have after attaching the pocket facing to the pocket. We already have the pocket opening. As you can see, the pocket is ready to be used. So from the inside, this is what I have. Like I said, you are stitching the pocket and the pocket facing together, and not to the pants like that. Okay, not to the front part of the pants. Okay, so this is what I have. All right, so here is the back pattern of the trouser, the two back patterns. So I already marked out my dart like I did for the front. What I want to do is to sew the dart in and then stitch on the crotch. After doing that, this is what I have. As you can see, the dart is here. I stitch the dart on the two sides. From the inside, that is what I have. Okay, and I also stitch in the crotch like this. All right, so the next thing I want to do now is to grab the waistband. We have 4 pieces, as you can see, 2 for the front and 2 for the back. 1 is the main band and 1 is serving as the facing of the band. So what I want to do is to place this pattern on each other. I'm using the blue one as the facing and the patterned one for the main waistband. So I'm going to place the 2 of them right sides facing each other like this, and I'm going to make 1/2 inch seam allowance on the upper part like so. For the back waistband, I'm also going to place the 2 patterns right sides facing each other like so. All right, and I'm also going to make 1/2 inch seam on it like this. So after doing that, I turned it in, and this is what we have. I ironed it out. So this is what I have for the 2 waistband, 1 for the front and 1 for the back. From the inside, you see what I have. Okay, so this is what I have from the inside. So I'm going to bring the front pattern. This is the front pant, and I'm going to align the waist properly. And then I'm going to place my waistband on it like this. So you're going to make sure that it aligns properly. So align your waistband, place it, the front side should be facing the front side of the pant. So you put the 2 front sides together. So you can either stitch, just take it to the sewing machine and stitch, but I'm pinning my own down so that when I get to the sewing machine, it's very easy for me to work on. Okay, so after pinning, I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and make a stitch like this. Okay, so I did the same for the back panel. This is my back panel. As you can see, I've attached the waistband to it like this. Okay, and I did the same for the front. So what I want to do is to place the, okay, this is the front panel, just showing you. So if you have any excess on the waist, you can go ahead and trim it off. All right, so I'm going to place the back panel on the table and then place my front panel on it like so. I'm going to make sure that everything aligns. The waistband aligns together like this on the 2 sides. All right, and I'm also going to align the crotch. So what I want to do is to put the crotch together, straighten out the leg of my palazzo pants, and then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and make a stitch from that crotch line down to the hemline on the 2 sides of the pattern. So after doing that, right here is what I have. The crotch has been stitched. Note that the 2 side seams are still open, but the crotch has been stitched. All right, so I'm going to align these 2 together. Okay, the waistband should be matching on the waist, and I'm going to measure my zipper because I said my zipper is going to be by the side. So I'm going to place my zipper on the side, and note how long I want my zipper to be. So my zipper is going to start from the waistband of this pant, okay? So I'm just placing it, then I'm going to make a mark on it. So you see that I placed my zipper from the waistband. So that is where my zipper is going to stop, okay? So I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch from that chalk marking I made down to the ankle line of this pants, okay? And I'm going to stitch close the other side of the pant down to the hemline as well. After that, I folded the waistband in, I attached my zipper, and then I hem the trouser. So this is what I have as the finished look of this trouser. As you can see, the waistband has been hemmed. From the inside you can see it. The zipper has been attached, as you can see. So I'm just going to open up the zipper to show you. This is what it is. So if you have an overlocking machine, you can go ahead and overlock yours. Alright, so this is what I have for my pants, okay? So from the inside, this is what I did with the waistband. I folded it in and I made a stitch on it like this. Alright, making sure that I stitch in that particular place the waistband touches the waist of the pant. So here is the pocket. As you can see, the palazzo pant is looking very beautiful and gorgeous. From the back, this is what I have. Alright, so what I did was to hem the pants, okay? I did the same on the other leg of the pants. So this is the final look of the pants. I'm just going to insert pictures of me wearing this pants. So this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.